Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at an article that's from Reuters. It's on the Thomson Reuters Foundation News website, news.trust.org. Yeah. Trust Reuters. They shouldn't have that domain name, trust.org. They really shouldn't. It's written by Ann Conneran, published on February 8th. And, yeah, this is some really sleazy, dishonest reporting because they only expect people to look at the title and then look at the bullet points. So, we're going to look at the actual article, though. But let's look at the title here. Finland's basic income trial boosts happiness but not unemployment. Now, all right, they could play that off. It's not factually dishonest because it hasn't changed unemployment, but they're making it sound like this is like across the whole nation. Okay. Now, here's the first bullet point that makes it sound good. 2-year trial of basic income ended last month. So, it was a 2-year trial. They're trying to set things up, so it looks good. Little impact on employment, but boosts to well-being. So they're trying to make it sound like it helped people in general. And, no impact on unemployment. So what they're trying to avoid here by saying that is basically we gave a bunch of unemployed lazy slobs some money, and they never went out and looked for a fucking job. And then the third bullet point: experiment watched as governments seek to reform welfare. Adds comment from trials economist OECD view. So this is from out of Helsinki here. Finland's basic income scheme did not spur its unemployed recipients to work more to supplement their earnings as hoped, but it did help their well-being, researchers said on Friday as the government announced initial findings. Well, of course it helped their well-being. You gave them free money. They're going to be in a better mood because they've got extra money to spend when they're lazy fucks who don't want to go get a job. Holy shit. They have no incentive to go out and get a job. They have no incentive to even think about getting a job because they're getting money. So they got their welfare and then they get their universal income on top of it. So basically you gave them a pay raise to sit on their ass and do absolutely nothing. Of course their well-being is going to get better. They're going to be happy because they got more money to go out and spend while they're not working. Holy shit. The 2-year trial, which ended a month ago, saw 2,000 Finns chosen randomly from among the unemployed become the first Europeans to be paid a regular monthly income by the state that was not reduced if they found work. Yeah, so they got this, I'm sure, plus their freaking unemployment. Because that's how these idiots in Europe work. They'll give you both and think that you'll actually go out and find a fucking job. It don't work like that. Finland, the world's happiest country last year, according to the United Nations, is exploring alternatives to its social security model. Yeah, this really sounds like it's a good one to choose. Giving free money to people that are not going to get off their ass and get a fucking job. Sounds real smart. The trial was being watched closely by other governments who see a basic income as a way of encouraging the unemployed to take up often low-paid or temporary work without fear of losing their benefits. That could help reduce dependence on the state and cut welfare costs, especially as greater automation sees human replaced in the workforce. No, because if you give people free money, they've got no incentive to go and earn money themselves. If they can live off of that money, even if it's like a pauper, and survive and have food and shelter and shit like that. If they're lazy fucks, they're not going to do a goddamn thing. They don't need to because they've got the state supporting them. Finland's Minister of Health and Social Affairs, Pirkko Mattila, said the impact on employment of the monthly paycheck of €560, $635, seems to have been minor on the grounds of the first trial year. If they can support themselves on $635 a month, I'll give them credit. But participants in the trial were happier and healthier than the control group. Well, yeah, because they're collecting welfare and another $635 a month. They're not stressing as much because they have that additional $635, because I'm sure you gave them their welfare too. See, they don't even want to talk about that. Did they just get the $635, or did they get their other benefits as well? I'm guessing they got their other benefits like unemployment and housing assistance and all that other shit as well. But participants in the trial were happier and healthier. Well, like I said, of course. And this butt shit, dumb fuck, you're a reporter. You're supposed to be a journalist. Use proper English. You do not start a sentence with but. The basic income recipients of the test group reported better well-being in every way than the comparison group. Chief researcher Oli Kanga said, yes, easily figured out because they get $635 more money more money in their pocket than the control group while they're still collecting benefits, I'm sure. Chief economist for the trial, Otto Kaninian, said the low impact on unemployment was not a surprise, given that many jobless people have few skills or struggle with difficult life situations or health concerns. Oh God, making the excuses. Ha 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 ha. Sure, Otto, your excuses are very viable, buddy. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, right. No. It was a surprise. You had to try to find a way to cover for it. We're not stupid. We can see that. Well, it's because they have few skill sets. Oh, they can't go work at McDonald's. They can't do, go be a laborer in construction. They can't, have gone to a trade, said, now I'm getting this income, I'll go to a trade school. No, they didn't do a goddamn thing. They sat on their ass and collected the freaking money because they knew they could do it and get away with it. And what, the difficult life situations, what, they're little wastes of space, and their life situation is living in their parents' basement? What was their health concerns? They're too fat because they're lazy that they couldn't go out and get a job? Give me a break. Economists have known for a long time that with unemployed people, financial incentives don't work quite the way some people would expect them to, he added. Well, at least you can admit that. So the psychological boost. Sini Martinin, 36, had been unemployed for nearly a year before winning the lottery, as she described the trial. Her they got to pull out this one person here to save their bullshit idea of universal income being good. The one poster child out of everyone. Her basic income gave her enough confidence to open a restaurant with two friends. I think the effect was a lot psychological, the former IT consultant told Reuters. So, wait a minute. She's an IT consultant, and she was unemployed for nearly a year. IT consultants, unless they fucking suck, have no problems finding a job. If she couldn't start the restaurant without that income, the free money. Wait, let me rephrase that, actually. She could have started the restaurant without that universal bullshit income. Okay, it had nothing to do with psychological. I think the effect was a lot psychological. What, did you have free money and you didn't have to worry? You could fail? Give me a break. You kind of get this idea that you have 2 years. You have the security of 560 euros per month. It gave me the security to start my own business. How so? You have 560 a month to go look for a job. I mean, I give you credit for starting a business with two of your friends. But you didn't need the 560 a month to do that. And you could have made a hell of a lot more money in the IT industry if you weren't a complete waste of space when it comes to IT. Because that's the only reason why you wouldn't have a job in it, woman. It's because you suck at it. Her income only rose by 50 euros a month compared to the jobless benefit she had been receiving. But in an instant, you lose the bureaucracy of the reporting, Martinian said. Oh, okay, so they're not actually getting that money too. I stand corrected. And they make 50 euros more a month. Of course they're going to be happy. So they're still making more money. Mira Jaskari, 36, who briefly found a job during the trial but lost it due to poor health, said losing the basic income had left her feeling more insecure about money. Well, how did she lose the basic income? They said she would keep, that they would keep it. I don't understand that one. So which is it? Anyway, the center-right government's original plan was to expand the basic income scheme after 2 years as it tries to combat unemployment, which has been persistently high for years, but reached a 10-year low of 6.6% in December. Wow, 6.6%. That's a low. Ouch. That followed the imposition of benefit sanctions on unemployed people who refuse to work. Well, yes, there should be sanctions imposed on them for people who refuse to work. They're collecting free shit. Give them an incentive to get off their ass. Stop giving them the money. The basic income has been controversial. However, with leaders of the main Finnish political parties keen to streamline the benefits system, but wary of offering money for nothing, especially ahead of parliamentary elections due in April. They're wary of offering money for nothing, especially ahead of the parliamentary schedule. That's beautiful. They know people don't like the idea of this free money shit because it means the taxes are going to go up. So they're trying to play it down. They don't want to play it up at this point. So tax bind. Prime Minister Juha Sipilä's Center Party has proposed limiting the basic income to poor people with sanctions if they reject a job offer, while Conservative Finance Minister Petteri Orpo says he favors a scheme like Britain's universal credit. How about you have people go out and earn their fucking money, pay their own damn bills? The higher taxes that the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development said would be needed to pay for basic income schemes might also be off-putting for voters. Oh, you think? You don't think people are going to be upset that they're getting less money in their paychecks? Of course they're going to be upset about that. In a review of the Finnish scheme last year, the OECD warned that implementing it nationally and cost neutrally for the state would imply significant income redistribution, especially towards couples from single people, and increase poverty. Oh, and universal income, according to Ocasio Crazy Eyes Cortez, is something good. Really? So you basically make everyone fucking poor. And that's good? Nice to know. Of course, that's what it's going to do, though. It's literally going to take money away from couples because their income is going to be looked at as joint. It's going to take money away from, people that could have better living standards. And I'm not talking rich living standards. I'm talking better living standards. And lower them for them. Lower their living standards for them. Well, you raise one other person up. That doesn't sound fair to me. And you're not even going to raise that person up in their living standard that much. The researchers have acknowledged that the Finnish pilot was less than realistic because it did not include any tax clawback once participants found work and reached a certain income level. So what, they just gave them the money and didn't look at getting paid back? Okay, that's kind of how the left works, but all right. Give all free shit. Here, you want free money? You got free money. You got free money. And you got free money. And you got free money. Oh, by the way, you got to pay for it. Swiss voters rejected a similar scheme in 2016. Italy is due to introduce a citizen's wage in April and a major overhaul of the welfare state, which will offer income support to the unemployed and poor. Trial participants were generally positive. However, with Thomas Muraja, a 45-year-old journalist and author, saying the basic income had allowed him to concentrate on writing instead of form filling or attending job seekers courses. So basically, he sat on his ass in front of a computer and got to fuck around all day. Huh. Of course he liked it. When he gets to do that, of course he liked it. He said the end of the 2-year trial, during which he published 2 books, had made it difficult again for him to accept commissions because I can earn only 300 euros per month without losing any benefits. Holy shit! So you've got a fucking leech here. This guy is a leech. Instead of going out and getting a real job, he wants to collect free shit and limits how much he works because he doesn't want to knock into his 300 more, his free shit. He doesn't want to knock into his welfare. So he only allows himself to earn 300 euros per month. Holy shit, this guy should be kicked off the benefits. This guy's a fucking leech. Thomas, you are a leech, dude. You are a piece of shit. You are living off of other people because you don't want to go out and get a real job. If you are able to support yourself as a writer/journalist, you wouldn't have to collect welfare. You fucking sleazebag. Wow. This guy's a scumbag. If people are paid money freely, that makes them creative, productive, and welfare brings welfare, Majura told reporters about his experience of the pilot. If people are paid free money, are given money freely, that they're just handed money, it makes them productive? How are you a productive member of society? You published 2 books where you clearly didn't make shit off of them. Because if you did, you wouldn't be on welfare. You aren't supporting yourself. How the fuck are you productive? You fucking waste of space. You're pathetic, dude. You are truly pathetic. If you feel free, you feel safer. And then you can do whatever you want. That's my assessment. You do whatever you want now. You're living off of welfare, letting other people support you while doing whatever the hell you want. Oh my God. This is some messed up shit. I can't believe Reuters is trying to push this shit. That's a good thing. They literally get this guy at the end who's a fucking waste of space going, well, if you give me free shit, I'm productive. Dude, you wrote 2 books that no one bought. I bet you more people bought Mundane Matt's book. Okay? I bet more people bought the Boulder King's friggin' book than your 2 books combined, dipshit. Oh, or downloaded his for free, because I don't think Mundane Matt's been charging for that fucking shitty-ass book. But anyway, I mean, this is ridiculous. This truly is some ridiculous shit. They're trying to make socialism sound good when you've got these lazy people going, well, the free shit makes me more productive. How? You sit on your ass, you write books that no one's buying because no one wants to read them. That's not productive. God. Anyway, I've covered this well enough. I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.